Hi there, Joka here with a new process video. This time I'm sharing some cards that I created with the new January Spellbinders large die of the month kit. So here is the kit. It's like a slim line card design with 3 hearts, and these hearts here can be layered up to create just one layered hearts, and then you have all these tiny little bits and pieces of flowers and foliage. So I'm starting out by cutting this from white cardstock, and because I don't know at this point what I really want to do, how I want to, if I want to fill in the little shapes or not, I'm keeping all those pieces in little bowls. I'm also die cutting this panel from other colors and then keeping all the little pieces because, like I said, I don't know what I want to do just yet. But then, oh yeah, and then I wanted to mention the size. I don't actually know, but I believe it was smaller than the normal slimline version that I use, which would be 8.5 and a bit, and by 3.5 and a bit. This was, I think, just slightly smaller. All right, so I'm also die cutting the hearts that I want to layer, and it's just gonna be all the same for all 3. And that is from lighter pink to red, and then so I just have to die cut this 3 times. Okay, I'm adding my white die cut to a white cardstock. This is a 12 by 12 cardstock because this is all I have. So I'm going to trim this to the right size. So basically this is going to be my well, first, actually, I forgot about this already. I apologize. So I'm actually adding a cardstock to the back of this, and then I'm using a heavyweight cardstock for my card base. You can see the difference in the color. This is the, it has a grayish bluish tone, which I don't like. So I covered that up with the other papers, like you see this cream kind of colored white. I covered that up. And now that I'm ready with my card base, I will try to fill my background because I didn't want to leave it white on white. So first I'm gluing down the hearts, the die cut layered hearts, and I also clean them up because there's glue coming through here and there. And these are the colors that I chose, some 2 different pool or mint kind of colors. One is this one is the darkest one, and then I wanted to go from darker to lighter, from bottom to top. I wanted to have some pink at the top. So here I'm still just trying what it would look like, but I'm not actually going to end up with the exact same pattern, or about pattern, yes, but not the same colors, because I was kind of missing a pop of red. So here I'm going to die cut just the middle part, or like the top middle part of the these design. So I'll have like tiny little half, but not even half heart. So I'm trying it here, but even this one, then I found that it's too much red. So again, I'm going to change my mind, but you will see when I start gluing things down. Like here, you already see that I remove those red shapes, and I'm just adding a tiny bit of red color. So basically you have a light pink, and then you have the red, and then you have 2 different teal or pool or mint, whatever you want to call it, colors. And for the middle, I have the same layered heart designs. And then this card is almost done. Basically, what takes a lot of time on it is piecing back all the small pieces. There's not only the hearts, but there are all kinds of tiny little pieces there. So I'm trying to find some red foiled sentiments. This is where I realized that I used up most of the ones I had. And then if you want to have a look in the small die kit release video that I also have on my channel, I'm also showing how I foil these red sentiments there. So this one is done. I just added some enamel dots, glitter enamel dots in the same colors as the background. And then I'm starting to work on the other one. You saw at the beginning that I die cut this background from a light pink cardstock. So that's what I'm gonna use for this one. And I will just add white cardstock to the background, as you can see here, and you already saw it on the first card as well, because I love this white paper, but I don't love the one that I'm using for a card base. And just, you could totally leave it like this, because obviously the color is going to be the same, but I decided to add back the little shapes, just so that, I don't know, it's more dimensional, I guess. Although if you think about it, if I leave it like this, it actually has more texture, because then the shapes are not in the same, or not on the same level, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to describe what I mean, but I will add back all the white inner pieces. And in fact, I'm also going to use a bit of a few pink ones, as you can see here. Like every second is every other piece is white, and the other ones are pink. And now, just so that I also use the tiny little flowers that come with the die, and they are super cute, I kind of had this idea that I'll just add a few of them here to the hearts, and with a bit of greenery. And then, I didn't know how many I should die cut, so I die cut quite a few, and then I just kept adding them. Although probably it was already finished, but I still have so many. I kept adding more and more, but I still like how that turned out, to be honest. I wanted to kind of create a variation, as in I wanted the flowers and the leaves be in a different position on the heart, but I didn't like that look in the end. So right now it's kind of symmetrical, not exactly, but quite symmetrical, the left and the right side. And then the middle, I made sure was not quite symmetrical, because for some reason I don't like symmetry on my projects that much. Okay, so I'll add all these little pieces with liquid glue, except for two flowers where I put some foam tape, tiny little piece, because these flowers are tiny. And just so that I can tuck the leaves under it, and it's still gonna look nice, and there's a bit of variation in depth. So no other reason really. I'm adding some heavyweight cardstock to my sentiment as well, just so that the foam tape holds up nicely. And then almost done. Again, I'm gonna come in with some enamel dots, like I usually do, not always, but I was kind of missing something still. And I will use the same glitter enamel dots as on the other card. Just some pinks for the flower centers, and then a bit of pop of red here and there. I needed another sheet because this was almost done, but luckily I still have enough. So I just scattered some enamel dots here and there. There's no rhyme or reason, just whatever looks good for you. I do play a lot with this. All right, I think that is going to be the end of this. Last step, I'm pressing down the enamel dots with the back of my tweezer just so that they stay in put forever, and that's it. So here are the cards up close. I hope you like them. I hope I could inspire you with this video in one way or another. And yeah, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.